squishy, it gets wet, and it binds. Gator straws last at least 4 to 5 hours in a drink. Gator straws are gluten-free, manufactured with superior paper, are recyclable, animal-friendly, eco-friendly, and simply the best straw on the market. For more information, call 855-915-7377 and visit our website at www.safetyworks.com. That's www.safetyworks.com. The Safety Works line of products has been carefully tested and established as the first line of defense against the worldwide pandemic and beyond. Our high-quality FDA line of personal protection equipment will keep you, your family, and your workspace as protected as possible during these uncertain times. Call 1-855-915-7377 or visit our website at safetyworks.com. That's safety, WERCS.com.
This program is furnished by amp2tv.square.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Let's get your weekend started on Fridays with your one and only new host, Denise. Bringing you amped, raw, and fun energy to entertain as you end your week to welcome your weekend. Denise will bring new friends, celebrities, entrepreneurs, topic experts, musicians, foodies, local events, news, and much more to educate, celebrate, motivate, relax, and relate. As she says, let's make your mess your message. So let's get this party started. Here's Denise.
Hi, everyone, and happy Power Up Hour. It's been a week already, and we're really excited to have this show give you some really great insight on some real hot topics out in the streets right now. We are going to be following up with a couple items that we had from our earlier show. We had on our Six Borough portion of the show, we had Joe Rubo and family sharing some really great stories of when they were growing up, just like it would be the old school style. And geez, thanks so much for bringing your family on.
Oh, thank you. Wish we had some more time.
Yes, if you've missed the show, you can actually catch us and see the show again on Facebook, and it would be through the Power Up Hour. I'm sorry, we're getting all calls. It's yes, you can actually see us on Power Up Radio TV on the Six Borough, and you can actually click to see the show that we're on right now. So we actually have also the show set up for everyone to be able to go live with us at some point or another. We invite guests to come and stop by the actual station. Freddie, tell me, what is the address of our station? I always forget that. 1650 South Dixie Highway, and that's in Boca Raton. You can actually come by. If you have a business and you want to get a shout out, you are welcome to stop by our studio here on the 5th floor at 1650 South Dixie in Boca Raton, and we'll actually give you a 2-minute shout out. And we have another place that we're going to be going ahead and being able to do a business networking event called Business to Business.
Biz to Biz.
Biz to Biz, which is going to take place tomorrow.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Sawgrass Mills Mall. Go in the BrandSmart entrance and look for our table. We will be there with a banner, a TV screen. We'll be all set up. And we're going to be giving away a chance for you to be a guest on our show. So please come in, drop off your card, give us your information, and we'll enter you into the contest.
Is that like a giant networking thing?
Yeah, it's a giant networking thing.
You are good, you. No, it's a big business network event. I've been working with him since 2015. I've done a lot of events with him.
How many companies go to this?
He said about 37.
On this particular one.
37 companies by next week, right?
Yeah, we can have 37 companies. That's right.
In the business.
Yeah. Yes, you could actually, that's the invitation. You can actually come here during the 2-hour show that we have. And again, you get a 2-minute shout out, but the winner will be able to get at least, we'll give them 10 minutes of talk time with us and showtime, and we'll actually advertise their logo and talk a little bit of what they do. So that's going to be a great...
We'll have plenty of info for them tomorrow too about being possible sponsors on the show.
Yes, yes. So we'll be talking about that. We have great sponsorship packages that we just drew together. Our website, yes, is coming along, and very excited to have that start and open. I'm actually told we should have it live by the end of next week.
Oh, great!
Yes,
Great.
live by the end of this week. Yes.
Who built the website? NASA?
No. I know. Yeah. You know what? And I'm driving navigating the rocket. That's why it's taking so darn long. You don't want me navigating anything. But you know what? When we go live with our guests here today, you can call into the show if you want. It's 888-565-1470. And when you call in, you get to ask questions of our guest. And they should be tuning in very shortly with us. Again, we're waiting for him to call in. But in the meantime, we know we have some interesting things happening that's going on in the neighborhood. And we are able to say that you can also see us live on the, not live, but you can actually tune in on TrueOldiesFlorida.com. You can see us on there. All shows that happen live go on to a pre-recorded stage, and you can see them again on Facebook Live. We ask that you follow and give us a thumbs up. Follow and share. That's what we ask. You know, that's the rule. Follow and share, follow and share, follow and share. It's like, you know, what's that saying? Real estate. I always say location.
Location,
In the media
location.
world, it's always follow and share, follow and share, and follow and share.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring as well. So if you care for us, please go ahead and share our website.
Oh, Linda's here with food, and I'm hungry.
Oh, yes, we always have food.
No food.
Unfortunately, our chef was not able to make
I
it.
know,
Our weekly chef who's always here, has always brought us some
We
really
always
great
look
food.
so forward to him coming with the food.
Yes, so it's the segment called Love at First Bite.
What did he bring us last week?
Focaccia,
That's right.
the focaccia. And my favorite was the very first one for what we had on this. That was the cannoli, which again I'll always swear cured COVID.
Cannoli was great.
Yep,
The
yep.
busty chart was great.
Everything is really good. So a shout out to Chef Silver Fox, who is our Love at First Bite segment. So we're just giving you a heads up, but I want to give this actual shout out for a sec. We have not done, Freddie, in a while, Dating a Denise segment. We have not done that, right? Remember the Dating Denise segment?
I do not.
You do not remember? Come on, I gave you stories. This is going to be interesting. So this is the part where just sharing Denise's experience while dating, because you know what? It's interesting to hear from someone, my perspective, the experiences of dating. And, you know, the most recent one that I've had where they tell me that they come to my house and they'll take me to a Heat game. They step up and then they leave and go back home and then they're not there anymore. What's wrong with me? Just want to know what's wrong. This is the one that I told you that actually had a very nice car.
Yeah, very, very nice car. she goes. It was a kind of an upscale car. You know, it began with a M. I said,
Mercedes?
Mercedes. She goes, no, another one. Maybach. She goes, yeah, Maybach. Maybach. That's a very upscale car.
And they left her waiting outside the stadium?
Yeah.
No, they actually left and came back. So what happened was they walked up. Just listen, everyone, frame this. This is like a comeback story. I have to get a comeback story every time I go on a date or an experience with someone.
Well, you're lucky. At least you could share your dating stories. I can't.
Oh, Lord. There's more than a comeback story on that.
Where'd she meet this Mama Luke? Where'd you meet this?
Oh,
Mama?
I'm so
let's
terrible.
not-
I meet
let's not
people
mention
definitely
it.
not from the hood. They're definitely not from my neighborhood. And, you know, I'm busy working. I don't really meet people much.
Right.
I'm always with you and the Mama Luke's here and working, and I don't really have much time.
Well,
So
that's-
we Freddie and I try to protect you from this. You know.
Yeah,
I warn you.
we put garlic around you.
I've been garlic around me.
Yeah.
Oh, but the tough part is that I okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm online. I do the
Stop
online.
doing that.
I gotta
Can you
stop doing that.
Can you talk to her? Can you stop doing that?
If anyone has any advice, go ahead and give us a call, 888-565-1470. And this is Dating Denise segment. It's been an interesting journey so far. And you know what? I decided officially I'm going to say is I'm going to date myself.
That's the best way. Listen.
I'm gonna date myself.
My advice is work hard, it'll come to you. It'll find you.
Work hard. That's the problem. I'm working and there's no one, they don't see me. I'm
All right,
out.
man.
You know?
I'm going to tell you something. If she dates herself and leaves herself in the corner,
Oh, we're in trouble.
we're in trouble.
Oh, we're in big trouble.
Wait, what happened?
If you date yourself and you wind up getting left at home, you're in big trouble.
think I need a therapist at that point. You need to call 911 at that point.
You know, there's a saying for guys. I don't know. You put it for girls. If you could waste a lot of money chasing women, but you'll catch a lot of women chasing money. You know what I mean?
Joe, I think you messed that up.
No, you guys understand it, right?
So you lose a lot of money chasing women?
You'll lose a lot of money chasing women,
Right.
but you'll gain a lot of women chasing money.
Gain a lot of women chasing money.
Yeah, chase the money. Then
Women are very expensive.
Oh, believe me, I know. That's why I'm single. Well, I'm not really single.
That's what happens. You see,
I have a very good girl that's stuck with me through a lot of stuff, and it's great.
Do you remember the day they used to call a girl like Denise a silver dollar?
Silver dollar.
Silver dollar.
What do they call me today?
Expensive.
I know.
High maintenance.
I wasn't around that
expensive.
long. I never.
She
silver
don't drink
dollar.
out of a box, that wine out of a box. She don't.
No, I got a date story about that though.
Oh, let's hear it.
We're still in the dating Denise segment. I actually I met someone online, unfortunately, and it was on the beach. I thought it was very nice. There's nothing wrong with this for those that accept this, whatever. But I'm not exactly a wine in a box kind of girl. And I sit down, and the gentleman has a box of wine.
Which is cool for the beach, I guess.
Wait a minute. You don't drink a box wine out of a box ever?
I've never done that.
Wow.
I've never done that.
Well, that's the problem.
That's the problem?
You got to learn how to drink wine out of a box.
Do you ever drink beer out of a can?
Actually, I have.
Okay, good.
I will drink beer out of a
Well, then
bottle.
You will know.
I
Out of a
will.
bottle.
What about MD 2020? Out of a bottle. Share that with all your friends. Pass it around. I'm aging myself now.
She wouldn't do that. You wouldn't hang out with guys in the corner in a garbage can with some firewood and share some.
That MD
No.
2020 would kill any kind of.
That's right.
You
Kills
could
all the
s-
germs.
You
Takes
could
care
all
of
drink
COVID.
out of it. That was going to kill everything.
Our caller is actually trying to get in. Could we have Linda or someone assist him?
The caller is
Our
he at
caller.
the right number? Is
well,
this a VMix or a call?
this is a VMix.
All right,
Yes.
that's different. You said call.
VMix.
It's on the VMix.
All right, let me
Yes,
see
on
what
the
you
VMix.
tell him. I'm trying.
But while we're trying to get it on here, I actually, the dating Denise is very, very interesting. I have to just state myself. Maybe I'll drive myself crazy. I don't know.
You just got to relax.
I just got to
Everybody
relax.
else.
Well, anyway, we're going to move on to our next topic, and that is our Dating Denise segment. I will keep you updated on what's going on in that world.
Distractions.
No distractions. You heard it, everyone. No distractions.
That's right. Dating's a distraction.
See, this is my problem. I can't seem to get out of my box. I can't get out of my circle.
I'm saying nothing. First of all, you gave him the wrong number because I was.
Oh, my own.
Let's start with that.
Okay, so I'm going to, through the technical difficulties, could, Linda, would you mind going ahead and giving this gentleman the proper phone number?
867-530-99.
This is a live show. This is what happens. For those of you that are listening and tuning in, once again, we are going to be covering a segment here on something that's very, very touchy, and that is, of course, bullying.
Yes.
Bullying is a very big hot topic, and our person is going to be talking about his championing a very big campaign on bullying. And that is one thing that is totally, totally unacceptable. But I just want to let you know that stay tuned for that. But we do have 2 shout-outs. We have 2 guests in our lobby. Why don't we bring them all on? Why don't we bring our first guest? Come on down. Whoever want to choose. Go. Let's go. Move on to the floor here. This is really
This
good.
guy set up, we don't have
Yes.
no dead time.
Yes, right here. So for those of you that, this is the opportunity that we give for anyone that
You
actually
can pull a chair up,
comes
too, if you want.
that comes up and shares with us their 2-minute pitch on what they actually do. And this is something that we're offering to the public. All you need to do is come to our station, and we will give you a 2-minute segment whereby you get a chance to talk about your business and where you're located, and we'll ask you a couple of questions. And hopefully this will assist you in promoting what you're doing and give us an opportunity to meet you and bring you on board as hopefully as a part of the 6th Borough and the Power Up Our family. So what is your name?
Edwige Gilbert.
Okay. Is there a short version of that? Nope.
Very
Okay.
pretty name.
Well, thank you so much for showing up. We really appreciate it. Tell me, what is the name of your business?
It's called New Life Direction.
New Life Directions.
Yes, and
Okay.
I help people turn their stress into success,
Okay.
get rid of unhealthy habits, and live life with joie de vivre, joy of life.
Why don't you bring the mic a little closer so everyone
Joy
gets
de
to
vie,
see?
the joy of life. I like it.
Joy. How do you?
Joie de vivre.
Joie de vivre. I learned that. Is that French? Is that French? Yes. Okay. So give us really quickly, where if they wanted to know more about what you do, let's share the website first.
Okay, it's called New Life Directions, and it's about clearing unhealthy habits in 28 days, making a fresh start. And I'm also an author of Victim to Victorious, which
Wow.
is Victim to Victorious.
And the book centers on.
It centers of we all victimized by our circumstances or by our habits and the way we think about life. So it's
So
about
my dating segment was
transforming.
right on point. I need the book. I need the book.
Yes. And we can be also victim of aging, and
Oh,
when
I need the book again.
You will have it. Will be my gift to you.
Why, thank you. That is a very tough subject right now.
Yes.
Once again, your name once again, because I want everyone to know who.
Edwige Gilbert, but you can say Edwige Gilbert.
Vige
And-
Gilbert, okay.
And the book Victim to Victorious, and it's available on Amazon. And I'm encouraging everybody to get it because I want it to be a bestseller. And there are techniques that will transform your life in 28 days.
So, what is the one top technique? I'm sure you want to know this too, right? The top technique that you share that makes that 28-day most successful.
Create the vision of the person you always wanted to be.
Manifest.
Focus on what you want and not of what you don't want anymore.
Aha.
And see yourself exactly the way you would want to be, details, and you project it on your mental screen. I call it the screening room. And then you declare victory to me, victory is mine.
I love that.
Thank you.
That's
I
great.
can see it now. Standing there with my
And
mullet,
every day, victory.
With your mullet.
skinny
Yes,
t-shirt.
yes, yes.
The good old days, right?
And you can become thinner this way. You can be. I help people lose weight. I used to
Wow.
be 30 pounds heavier, and I lost it effortlessly just by creating the vision
The vision.
of the way you want to be.
You know, you're on a point right now on a topic where it's very, very popular, that manifestation,
Yes.
the law of attraction. That is
Yes,
becoming the
yes.
biggest and strongest movement
Yes.
that's out there right now. And so it's the vision is the top technique of 28 days to make a big difference.
Yeah, because you create a neural pathway to the brain, which is responsible for a new behavior, a new habit. And the best thing I would like to recommend is watch how you talk to yourself and become your inner coach and not the inner critic. So,
So
you move.
don't be too hard on yourself.
No, from I can't, you go to I can. From I should, you go to I choose, because the language will affect your emotion.
Right.
And in
Right.
turn, your emotion gets you to take action and get the results. So
Makes
if you're
sense.
not happy, think about what was I saying to myself, and then you change. You just flip it to the other side.
So the wiring of the brain is very critical. You need to unwire, make a pathway, like you just said.
Yes.
So yeah, you see the vision. So is there a technique upon waking in the morning that you always say would be part of one of the steps that you say?
Yes, you declare to yourself, I'm happy to be me, and I welcome the day with infinite possibilities. Victory to me, victory is mine.
Yeah.
So declare the day a winner before you even start. That
And
makes
you
a lot of
count
sense.
your victory at the end of the day too, not your defeats.
Ah.
Well, today I was defeated. So I'm
No,
sorry
you
to
were
win.
not. You're
Yes, I
here.
was.
You're alive and well.
Here,
He
you
needs
can
coaching.
It was a
Come on,
very
give it to
It was a
him.
very rough day today.
Coach him, coach him, coach him. He needs the
Coach him,
coaching
coach
right
him.
now. See the
All
vision.
right, take your left thumb on the camera. It's
Okay,
like-
left thumb.
and you say, and that will clear your anxiety.
Yeah, I feel like I'm breaking my thumb too.
No, no, not so hard. And you choose to, I choose to be calm. I choose to be calm. I desire to be
I
calm.
desire to be calm,
And I know that I can.
and I know that I can.
and you smile.
And he smiles. That was perfect. He did that. Why the thumb? Is that because it's just an odd?
This is a technique I developed.
Okay.
It's based on ancient Chinese techniques.
Oh, okay.
And for example, this one
Oh, that's a very popular finger.
is the anger finger.
We all know that.
And you can transform it into patience and kindness. So everything is flipping to the other side.
How did you get into this?
30 years to study because I came to this country, I became fat, and I just realized...
America will do that with our diet here.
And I decided I needed to find a way out, so I went on a quest to find the solution, and I studied yoga, meditation. I became a counselor in substance abuse. And all the ideas came to me from watching people struggle. And
we doing,
my
Freddie?
weight came off with just being on,
have him dial in.
feeling safe within,
How
calming
long-
myself down.
How long have you been in the United States?
Oh, a long time. I was in New York before I came
Oh,
to
yeah?
Florida.
So the first show's about New York, Six Borough.
Oh, yeah. No.
She was a personal trainer.
Wait,
And I
no.
was that too, and I lose my earring, but that's fine. No, it's fine.
Well, thank you so much for
You're
coming here. Your
welcome.
work sounds very, very interesting.
very
Once
much.
again, your name is
Edwige Gilbert.
and your
And
website where they can reach you.
newlifedirections.com.
I'm gonna
And you
check it out.
can also get a free MP3 download to stay centered and connected and peaceful.
You do the one-on-one coaching live as well.
Absolutely.
Will you do it
Coaching,
virtually and live?
Yes.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's great
Thank
stuff.
you
Thank
so
you for
much.
Thank
sharing.
you so
May I see
much
the book
for
one more
having-
time just to make sure? So I guess what I was sharing, sharing before, Victim to Victorious. I really like that. I have to really, I'm going to read this. I
I'll
really
give
wanna-
it to you.
Why,
This
thank
is
you.
my gift to you.
Oh,
Did you write that here or in France?
No, I wrote it here. And the proceeds are devoted to Movies Making a Difference, which is a nonprofit for human trafficking. So,
okay.
yeah, so that's how.
So the
this
proceeds, a portion of the proceeds go to the human trafficking
Movies Making a Difference.
movies making a difference.
Nonprofit here.
That's
in Palm
fantastic. You're
Beach.
doing great work. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much for
so
being part of
much.
our community. Thank you for
Thank you
coming
so
on
much for
here.
coming.
Thank
We
you.
do hope to have you come back and
Yeah,
be
I would
and,
love to.
and
Yes,
talk
I
more and
would
be
love to.
more than just a guest. We love what you're doing and we want you to be part of the Six Borough and the Power Up Hour family.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
so much.
for that.
And we have a second, can stay right there. And we have our second for, again, everyone, you need to understand that this is someone that we invite. If you are in the public and you want to come by our station and get your 2-minute exposure on what you're doing, we just never know.
you did
You
fabulous.
just never know when we can go ahead.
I know. She
We're
knows,
live.
right?
We're live.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry about that, everyone.
My fault. My bad.
So, once again, get back on track here. This is a shout out to all that want to bring their business onto the radio show to give you 2 minutes worth of fame. Share what you do. I just learned something new. I just love doing this. We want you to come to our station, and we want you to be part of the Six Borough and the Power Up Hour family so that we can promote and help you help us as well.
Just come
So,
on by.
Come on by.
Address 1650
South-
South Dixie Highway, Boca Raton, Florida.
5th floor.
5th floor.
And we have our second guest with us. We're going to go real brief on this because we had you on last week.
Yes.
Voice wellness was one of the thing that you talked
Vocal
about last
wellness.
week. What is it again?
Vocal wellness.
I was close. Vocal wellness. And again, tell our audience and our viewers your name.
Randy Coleman.
Randy Coleman. And you have a second business, which why you came back this week. And
That's
tell us
right.
about that.
Okay, so it's non-surgical body contouring.
Non-surgical.
Which, this is my perfect model.
Oh my goodness. You did
this
work
is
on her?
Yeah, this is her.
I'm 68.
She's 68. Hold on. Wait, the plot thickens, Denise.
The plot thinking.
The plot thickens. And we met, and I said, you know what? You are perfect. Because there's a million gorgeous young models out there. But how many models look like this at 68? So we worked together, and I'm doing neck. I'm doing collarbone. I'm doing the arms. I'm doing tummy.
And the belly.
I'm doing the belly. I'm doing the legs, and the back, and the glutes. You know, who could do this and say this without surgery? It's practically impossible.
What?
She is my best body contouring. I've been doing it close to 40 years, by the way.
Myself the way I want to be
Right.
forever.
So
I love that.
I
God bless
told
you.
her, I said, you know what? There's gorgeous models out there, but who the heck looks like this at 68 years old?
Well, there is a certain percentage of the population that just ages very gracefully.
Yes.
Right.
That's true.
Both Joe and I are similar in that
That's
nature.
true. And
Yes.
you know what? I'm in my 60s also.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Wow, I didn't know
And
that.
I still surf and dance like there's no
That's
tomorrow.
what keeps us young.
Yes,
I
sir.
just turned 59.
Good for you.
Yeah.
So
Again, nice to meet you.
I'm not saying anything. So I'm pleading the fifth. So no, I don't want to go there. So
29.
wait, yes, 29 again. I'll take that number and run with it. But do you also
Times
work
3.
with this with men?
It's designed, Denise, for women.
It is designed for women.
But some guys are in good shape. Give me bigger arms. Give me a bigger chest. Tighten my stomach up a little bit. If they're in darn good shape, I'll work with them.
So I'm very curious. So during this contouring, is it digging deep into the tissues? Are you shaping the tissues or
Okay,
the
yeah.
muscles? Really quick. Again, this is Randy Coleman and talking
Hi.
about the body contouring
Yes.
part of your business.
Yes.
And just please, real quickly, if one wanted to know more about this particular body contouring business here, what is the website name and the telephone number?
Okay, so the website is Randy Coleman, my name, wellness.com. It's simple. RandyColemanWellness.com.
Randy
Has
Coleman.
all the information, all the before and after pictures. It has all the pictures of the models and so forth. And of course, it has my phone number.
Okay.
Randy,
You worked on a famous
I've worked on from,
Pamela Anderson. Was one.
Oh, my-
Pamela Anderson.
My favorite.
okay, babe,
Well-
she was awesome.
This is your best
right?
work.
Victoria Zidrock on Howard Stern 10, 20 times.
Is that right? How many
Victoria's-
sessions does it take to get results?
Okay, very good question. Average 4.
4?
Stubborn condition 6 or 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is there a particular diet one must accompany with
A
this
good
process?
diet helps and follows, but not mandatory.
Okay.
Because a lot of women, like she says, they don't like to do their homework. So
Okay.
this is kind of like a cheater's way of looking the best, the quickest way.
All right then. Well, this is amazing. So we can heal from the inside and look good on the outside.
Miracle team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We're the dream team. We're the
love
dream
it.
team.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. We do have our guests waiting for us to go online. But once again, Randy Coleman from Body
seeing you,
Contouring.
Randy.
Great to
And
see you,
also
buddy.
we have Edwige Gilbert that's with us as well for the name of her business is, once again, the name of your business was?
NewLifeDirections.com.
newlifedirections.com. Well, thank you so much for coming on. And please, you're welcome back anytime. And hopefully we'll see you back here again soon. Oh, merci beaucoup. I know what that means. Thank you very much. I
That's
wish you
great.
well. Great weekend.
Thanks,
Great
you too.
weekends to you. So we do have our guests live. Are we ready to bring them on? So everyone, once again, I want to introduce. We have to introduce our guests when we bring them on live, if we can, real please. And we'll go into our introduction once again. This is Adriano Bubba Almoni, who I just went and got him and found. We bumped into each other. I get the best guests by bumping into different people that I meet in different places. I also found them to be online. I actually saw him on, I think, Instagram is where I saw him. So if we can go ahead and bring him, I really appreciate it so we can get this story going. He has a couple of his clients that will be dialing in. I'm really excited about that. And are we able to bring him on? Okay.
Hey, yes. How
There
you
we
doing?
are. All right. Well, thank goodness we have you live. Sorry for that technical difficulty, but we're going to make sure that we get through the bulk and the best parts of this reason why you're here with us today. And one of the things I want to do is thank you for the work that you're doing. I've been talking about it before coming on live with you in the bullying world. It's a completely unacceptable behaviors, and I know that you're a huge champion of that particular project and mission, making bullying unacceptable awareness. And so I want to make sure if we can we bring him on live? Are we able to see him or he's a dial in? Okay. All righty, no worries. So I know you like to go by Bubba. Bubba, tell me a little bit so the crowd can warm up to who you are, a little bit about yourself, where were you from? We just want to give you a little bit of a journey because on this particular show, we like to talk about the comeback. And from what I can tell and what I read about you, there are plenty of comebacks that you've had. And this is a show of inspiration. This is a show of motivation. So you're on the right channel, right place, right time. So tell me a little bit about yourself, and I really want to have the crowd understand where you're coming from.
Absolutely. So a little bit about is, I was born in Hanover, Pennsylvania, which is the food capital of the world.
What happened?
Oh, the
Later in
disconnect.
the class of
He's there.
2012.
He's there.
And, eventually in the security industry, very young, 17, I already had, extensive martial arts background. I started at about 9 or 10 years old in martial arts and had, first place in national tournaments, the Ocean City National Classics, the Simba Doja God tournament in Landover, Maryland. Was training numerous arts, Taekwondo, American Kempo, the study of the ninja, several things. And, just right away, I was blessed at a young age to discover passion, purpose, and true divine life. I discovered my why. I worked at the on the beach at the Dew Tour. It was a major BMX concert and skate venue. And, above protecting people and protecting property, most importantly, I understood with that position, I could make a difference in the world. I could help people. And, I just never looked back. I built my resume, expanded on my training, got medically trained, firearm licenses, different things. And eventually, around 19, I connected with Vinny Guadagnino from the hit show on MTV's Jersey Shore, and would start bodyguarding him every summer when I was on vacation in Ocean City, Maryland. And eventually, a little bit forward past then, I found myself in New Jersey at a music studio where I connected with Cardi B's music producer from Love and Hip. And, right away, within minutes of meeting him, he wanted to hire me. And the first day I had met him, I started bodyguarding him when he went out to the mall. And, I was able to make connections, transportation and clients and different at the music studio. So it was really, truly a blessing. And, all now to bodyguarding some of the top events in the world, Muhammad Ali's wife, Muhammad Ali's children, Grant Cardone, Elena Cardone, the Growth Conference, the 9/11 Memorial in detail in the city, and so many other amazing things. And it's just all, a testament to the goodness of God.
So, Bubba, I just want to pause for a second. I'm going to kind of frame a couple of things. So, you grew up in Maryland, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So, from there, as a child, you already entered into the security world, into all of the different martial arts that you were trained in, and that's what I heard you say. And now, did you, in school when you were growing up, did you ever have to use any of your training at all? Or what led you to want to get into this?
Yes. Thankfully, in school, like I wasn't really bullied or anything of that nature. But, growing up, I had experienced, child abuse and, verbal abuse, in my home and stuff like that. And, I always knew in my mind if I had a chance to create and promote positive change in this world and stand against bullying and abuse, would do the right thing. And, going now to donate professional guard services to youth victims of bullying and abuse, with some nonprofit organizations. And, it's just been truly a blessing because you think about, a kid and their mind or a teenager in their mind, it's a very delicate, sensitive thing. They're still maturing. They may not know how to handle like an adult would, stress and anxiety, depressions, traumas, PTSD, different things that they may experience at a young age. And when you're able to do something so impactful and also give them personal safety knowledge, it's really a life-changing and life-saving experience for them that they'll remember for a lifetime. And, it just shows them that there's people that care about them and they get, to be treated like a celebrity, like a royal king or royal queen. And it's just a powerful experience.
We have someone that wants to call in and ask you a question, John. John is on the line, right? John. We have a John on the line that wants to ask you a question, Bubba. Hold on a second. Got him?
Put John on.
Hello? Hey, how you doing,
Do we have
John?
a caller?
Yeah,
John,
this
you're on
not-
the
this
air.
not a call, hello? This is John
Hi.
Tay. I'm Bubba's partner.
Oh, how you doing,
Hey,
John?
Dante. Yes. This is John
I'm doing
Tay
good. I'm
Hall.
doing good.
Dante.
Yes.
Not John.
I'm John T. Hall, former Harlem Globetrotter, and I was able to be a part of one of Bubba's celebrity game. He was giving back to the community. The game was for a good cause. It was for bullying prevention, and all that good stuff. So Bubba's a great guy. I've been knowing him now for like 3 years. He's awesome. He's phenomenal. He's about the people. He's about the kids. He's about everybody.
Am I understanding right? Oh, I'm sorry, Joe, you had a question.
Jonte, you were with the Harlem Globetrotters?
Yes, I did it for 10 years. Yes.
Like, I think I met you a couple of years back at something at FAU in Boca. You guys did a charity event.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Yes.
I remember. Yes.
Yes, I
Wow.
interviewed you back then with VIP Television. I remember you. Yes, sir.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
I remember. How you been, man?
Good, doing great, thank you.
It is a small world,
great.
isn't it?
I
Wow.
remember the name when I saw it.
World,
Yes.
So, Jonte, when you're a partner with Bubba, is that right?
Yes. Well, yes, yeah. We doing some stuff now because I'm a motivational speaker, and I felt like Bubba is right up my alley as far as the bullying stuff, because I talk about bullying in my presentations when I go across the country and speak to kids. So we at this point we trying to come up with something that we could do a whole school tour.
That is great. So, what was your experience that made it feel important to you to get on this bandwagon about bullying?
That's a great question. It's just I was bullied. I wasn't bullied physically. I was bullied verbally, and that sucks. You know, I feel as though every race go through things. You know, you had the cyberbullying, all that social media stuff, and a lot of kids are, you know, they committing suicide because of bullying.
Yeah.
So I think it's very important at this time to have a mission to go around the schools and talk about this. This is very serious.
It is a very serious topic. You know, on this particular show, the Power Up Hour is to bring things of importance, I should say, topics and trends that are hot buttons within our community, but also take away a message, you know, the message that we've been in, the message that can come with it to make things made well known of, or to change, or to make more aware of in our communities. And bullying is very important. I mean, you're right. Bullying does not come just in one form. It can come in many forms. I mean, it could come, like you said, from cyber to physical to verbal to, you know, there's so many different ways.
And they're making an impact because they're putting the word out in the community, and people are going to have to start learning about this. Bodyguarding is one thing, bullying is another, and they've been able to mix it, which is pretty unique.
I really love that. Exactly, Freddie. This is a great mix between the both of you. Again, the voice of this show between Joe and I is really to ensure that we're giving voices like yours a platform to share your stories and your work. It's very, very important.
I appreciate that.
Oh, by all means, we hope that you will support us in everything that we do, because your voice now is part of our voice. So now that you're both working together, tell me, are you? Where can we go to find out more information about what you both are doing?
So we doing so this kind of new for us. Like we just really sat down and talked about it. So it's still in motion. But I'm doing stuff personally. You know, I have my own brand. It's called Not So Small LLC.
You'll have to explain why. Let our crowd, John, tell our crowd why that name, because you are unique in your own way, and most unique in just because of who you are. So tell us why that name.
Yes. Okay, so it's John T. Not So Small Hall. So I chose Not So Small because I'm not just targeting height. I feel as though like people will try to look down on you if you're trying to be a lawyer, like saying that you're too small for education. So they pretty much telling you you're too small to be a lawyer for your education. So I'm not just targeting the height. I'm only 5'2" in height stature. So I'm talking about all that stuff. I'm digging deep into the whole my whole Not So Small brand.
So am I understanding correctly that you also have a title as the first, I don't even politically correct way to say is vertically challenged, world famous Harlem Globetrotter in history? Is that right?
Yes, awesome. Yes. I'm the first shortest. I stand at 5'2".
5'2".
I remember you, yeah.
Yep.
Now, is that the same thing as Spud McKenzie? Wasn't he also a ball player?
No, Spud McKenzie was the Budweiser dog.
Oh, wait. Wasn't there a Spud or someone that played, I think, for the Nets that was also very short?
Yes, it was.
Bud Webb.
What was it? No, what was it?
Spud Webb.
Spud Webb, right.
I was close. Sorry. I was close, but
You were in the same ballpark.
I was in the same ballpark. But the point is that you're right. This is not about height or anything. This is way beyond that. But you hold a very unique title, and I think you deserve to have the crowd know that and wear it proudly.
I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean Globetrotter and never. I mean I'm 5'2" on a good day.
Oh, awesome. We rock. we rock.
I rock, exactly. But your work sounds really, really interesting. I do hope it gets a lot of momentum rolling. I do hope that those listeners out there understand the need to ensure that we support individuals like yourself and Bubba that are on this mission that have very unique stories individually and about the approach of bullying. What is the age group that you're going to be working with, John? I actually want to ask Bubba. Bubba, what is the age group that you're planning to work with?
It's usually for of all ages, teenagers of all ages. But me and John said we welcome everybody. Anybody who's experienced any type of abuse, bullying, anybody that needs that encouragement, anybody who may be going through depression, anxiety, fighting troubles. We just want to be there for everybody, as best as we can be. And, in life, when you go through things, depression can set in very quickly. And we just want to be that renderance of hope, that answered prayer for people. And, again, we do a lot with the youth, but we're welcome to, giving, helping, praying for everybody and encouraging everyone.
Well, I think that's very admirable in many different ways that I can say. I don't have enough time to say how admirable in so many ways that it is. So I have a question. Jonte, thank you so much for being on, but please stay on with us because I'm sure you can add more to the couple of things.
The basketball player, I was thinking it was Muggsy Bogues.
Yeah, Muggsy Bogues actually from Baltimore.
Yes.
It's from Baltimore.
Right.
We're talking ball here in sports.
Great player. He played for Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
I think he played for, Charlotte, too, or something.
Yeah, but he started with Atlanta, I remember. Yeah.
So the question I have now for Bubba, real quick, is, given some of the names of who you worked with, why don't you share some? And let's start it this way. Who is the one celebrity that you work with that you enjoyed working with the most?
Honestly, was a blessing. But if I had to say one that really had the most impact on me as a person and just all my life in all aspects, that would be Dr. Khalila Camacho Ali, the former wife of the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. Just somebody who taught me so much and really had always my best interest, was supportive, was loyal, was faith-based, was an advocate for so many things, and just somebody who when you call, they answer the phone, they communicate with you, they speak so highly of you, and to be endorsed by her as the greatest bodyguard ever. That's not something that to take lightly. It's something it's very honorable, prestigious honor to have that endorsement by her. And it's just something every day you have to always have that instilled in you, that you carry that title with you. How you conduct yourself in business, how you conduct yourself in your volunteerism, how you carry yourself in the community, how you carry yourself around children on social media, all these things. And you just strive to be the greatest you could be every day as a person, as a business person, in all of your endeavors. And, so I would say her. And also another event that really was a huge honor was the 9/11 Memorial Commemoration in New York City. That commemorates, and remembers the lives that were lost, unfortunately, so tragically on 9/11.
We have a photo of it up right now that you're mentioning. The photo's up. I know you can't see it, but for our crowd that's watching live, you're standing in front of the memorial of 9/11. So it's just referencing what you're saying right now. So if anyone wanted to work with you or hire you, how do they do that?
Yes. So it's very simple. They could email me at almanyadriano@gmail.com. They could reach out to me on my website, bubbaalmany.com. That's BUBBAALMONY.com. And they can also call me directly at 443-462-0696. We are a fully operational security company. We offer armored vehicles, luxury transportation, bodyguard services, estate security, event security. You pretty much name it, we're a one-stop shop, and we're rated 5 stars as well across Facebook, Yelp, Google, Yellow Pages, all of the major service provider apps, and we just continue to look to make a difference in people's lives while keeping them safe and helping them stay out of trouble, making their days more effective and more efficient.
When you're working with celebrities, what's the one thing that you are really most concerned about in working with? I mean, I see here that you have families that you're walking with. I guess these are celebrity families. So how do you prepare yourself mentally, and what's the one number thing that, I know security is important, but what do you work and prepare for the most when you're working with people of this type of high profile?
Yes, really just leaving no stone unturned. Always doing your due diligence, doing your walkthroughs, planning, preparing, and most importantly, your strongest weapon as a bodyguard is your prayer. Getting a strong faith, knowing God, and having that spiritual alignment, having that spiritual shield, and just putting your best foot forward every day as a leader, the best influence you could be for your clients, and just treating every client like the president. Who they are, what their threat levels entail, and just always staying alert, always going through your threat assessments, your threat mitigations, and just in times of uncertainty, you have to revert to your training, you have to revert to your faith. That's what's going to help you in those moments.
Well, yeah, Bubba, listen, in the business I was in, I've worked with bodyguards. I've had security companies and bodyguards, and, you do get close to them. And I had my favorites that I chose to do my personal security. And I know exactly what you're saying. If they take a personal interest in it, like real personal, you feel it. You feel it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Absolutely. And, you're right. It's, as I touched on, you're not just there to protect somebody and keep them out of trouble. You're helping them, stay more effective, more efficient in their day, routines and plannings, meetings. And you're also the best leader, influence that you can be for them and their family. And you have to be trusted, because what good is bigger, better, stronger if you don't have integrity, character, trust.
Right. As a matter of fact, my bodyguard, Greg, the guy that used to bodyguard for my television show, he's like my best friend now. We work out together every weekend.
I want a bodyguard best friend. Will you be my best friend? I want to be I want one.
Yes.
I'm actually working with Mama Ali next week on a project, and I asked her to tune in, and she says hi to everybody.
Hi.
She's in the meeting, and she's really nice.
Great lady. Met her many times.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some work on a sports show next week. But I asked her to call, and she says, "Freddie, I'm in a movie." And she's casting a movie. She's doing another movie.
Okay.
And I told her I want a part in the movie because she promised me 5 years ago.
Yeah.
A part in the
So
movie.
we'll see if we have.
She was at the
says
celebrity
hi.
boxing event.
She was.
Yeah.
So, are you also considered a timekeeper? I would imagine, right, Bubba? I mean, you're not just doing that, but you have to be the timekeeper.
What does that mean?
Yes. You're essentially responsible for everything. Where they're going that day, who they're going with. You're overseeing a lot. A lot of information of details, and that's why it's extremely important. Again, to leave no stone unturned, and always be prepared for the worst. Pray for the best, but be prepared for the worst.
Do you go with a team? Like, how many on the norm would you? I guess a celebrity would have on average.
Normally, ideally, you try to always have a partner with you, but there is times, where you could be in the middle of nowhere and you're just by yourself with your client. And, they might be at an event, like I remember one time in Florida, I was in an event with Dr. and, we were probably 45 minutes to an hour from any type of civilization. And, those are just the moments, you have to be on your A+ game, don't have a moment for a bad day or for a mishap, and
You
just
must have
bring
been on
your
the
best.
Everglades.
And,
You probably were in the Everglades.
yeah,
Or North Florida.
it was like a spiritual event.
Yeah, I
somewhere.
can imagine. You should
Yeah,
try flying
yeah.
Spirit. Do you actually fly with
Say
your
it again?
clients too?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I would imagine those probably on private jets for the most part, private charters, when you're dealing with
Yeah,
the high
they're-
profile.
Yes, there is, a good deal of clients that fly, private, and it's, those are some of the things, and yeah, it's, definitely a blessing, and some people hire bodyguards just for a night, and some people have, such threat levels that they have, around the clock 365 protection, and so it just all depends on what their need is, and their threat levels, and you just go from there, and you be that best person that you can be, whether you're there for a night, a night out at a club, or you're with them every day, 24/7 around the clock.
Do you also work with politicians as well?
Yes, I've been around some mayors and senators, different things, real leaders. Yes.
I'm going to ask you a hard question. Again, tell us as much detail as you can. What was the one compromising situation that you would share with us that can really be like on edge experience for a listener or a viewer to hear in on?
Yeah, so unfortunately and fortunately, in the sense of, where I made it out safe and my client made it out safe, I've pretty much dealt with anything, somebody can think of, from, stalkers to, having shooting occurrences outside of a venue that weren't directly related with my principal, thankfully, but, pretty much anything you could think of. And, in those moments, and, you revert to your training, your faith, and you have to know how to speak to people. You have to be steps ahead of people. Your mind is your best weapon. Even as a martial artist, your mind, if you can know how to outsmart people, know how to talk to people, know how to listen, communication goes both ways. It's not only talking, it's also how do you receive information? How are you listening to somebody? And knowing how to de-escalate, knowing how to, if somebody's at a 10, not being at a 10 as well, and calm in those moments, and having empathy and sympathy, and a lot of other core critical soft skill components.
So I would imagine that, of course, and this is very everyday life in general, but reading body language is probably very critical for you. And also, you're going to have to really have a second eye, or the ability to really know the human behavior. And that's impressive because, we can very easily skip details where someone like yourself could pick up on something right over my head.
Yes, absolutely. And, you're right, from the trained mind to an untrained mind, things are radically different. And, you're knowing what to look for, if somebody's behaving disorderly, if they're reaching around in their waistband, if there's, a bulge in their waistband where you're saying, all right, obviously they may be carrying a firearm, or they might have, a large knife. And, a lot of those things you're watching. And, a thing with a bodyguard is, and this is something I also talk to the kids about when I speak to kids, is, we're trained in flight over fight. You remove yourself and your client and get to safety in the most effective way and efficient way when something arises. And, that's important when you can talk to the youth about that as well, because, they think, all right, a bodyguard's going to come. And when they're talking about bullying, they might say, hey, just pummel, your aggressor, pummel your bully, beat them up, or something of that nature. But when you come off very maturely like that and let them know, flight over fight, remove yourself from those environments that are toxic, abusive, where
that's a great advice.
When you remove yourself, they lose all power, and they will eventually understand, like, that person's not there I can't hurt them, harm them. They took, what I tried to take from them. They got out of there. So.
All right, Bubba. Thank you so much for all the information and for being with us. We're running out of time. And Dante, it was a pleasure talking to you again. Hopefully to see you guys real soon.
Yes, we look forward to having you here
Thank
in
you so much.
studio.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you again for tuning in,
Absolutely.
and hopefully we'll have you here live real soon.
That would be cool. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
That would be amazing.
All right,
thank
now.
you guys.
Well,
Have a good one, guys.
Well, here we go. We're wrapping up this particular
Remind
show.
people about tomorrow, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow, we will be at the Sawgrass Mills Shopping Center. Well, mall. Shopping center. That's in Yonkers. We'll be there from 10 a.m. to around 7 p.m. Come and check out our booth. It's the Biz to Biz Expo. We will be giving away a free spot on the show. Come in, drop off your business card, sign up, come see us. I'm giving away a whole bunch of stuff. Be nice to see everybody there. Denise and I will be there.
You know the number of the booth yet?
No,
Sometimes
just
they
look
give
for
you
us.
a number, no?
We'll be there.
Make a right, make a left. It's a big place.
You walk in BrandsMart and you find us over there.
I
It's a
gotta
big,
find you?
it's a big veranda.
find
It's
you.
a big veranda.
Take my bodyguards
It's in the
with
BrandsMart entrance. You go into Sawgrass and you walk in,
Thank you.
and we'll be in there somewhere.
That's
Yes.
a big
Booth
place.
number. I don't know
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
Because it's a big place, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
only in that
find-
section.
Look at the guy that has the glowing light.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna have the screen going.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
You'll see us there, and please come up to us, say hello. We want to hear from you and get to know you. Then again, everyone, another great 2-hour show. Thanks for tuning in, and next week is always going to be another interesting event. Joe, thanks for bringing your family on.
Thank you,
And
fabulous.
again, thank you to Bubba and Jonte for being on and sharing those special nuggets of information regarding bodyguard life and also bullying.
Small
Everyone,
world, huh? I met-
small
met
world.
that, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Okay, everyone, have a great weekend. Stay
A
safe.
salud.
Stay cool. Take care now.
You have been listening live to the one and only timeless Denise as she helps you bring in your weekend with a smile. If you wish to contact Denise and be on the show, call us at 866-224-5422 or email Denise at poweredupradiotv.show and tell us how your business shapes up the weekend. Again, call us at 866-224-5422 and make your mess our message. Now that you are powered up, go get your weekend.